Well, what's going on, y'all? I'm always watching somebody else's video as far as what they're packing and what they're taking. How to go-to videos. I've done it before for hunting, but never really fishing. And we're in them really, really hot days of summer, and no one wants to be trucking, a bag this size, 6, 7 trays in it, just full of whatever, and every lure you have. So I'm gonna give you my top 5 for pond hopping and what I'm taking with me in a much smaller bag. First of all, I'm gonna jump into pond necessities, because a lot of times, with just about any time, you dealing with mosquitoes, gnats, all that you don't want to be dealing with. So I'm taking Buggins and a Thermacell, must-haves. These are going in the bag. Take a refill and a refill for the Thermacell. We're good to go. The next I got you must-have in the bag is pliers. The only other thing I take with me, some people might say it's crazy, but whatever, is I take a pole saw, because a lot of the ponds that I fish that just have overhanging limbs everywhere, you can't get in there, and I really want to get in there. Maybe there's a lay down in front of it that bass are congregating on, but you can't get to it because you just can't. I'm getting there. Those are the must-haves, what I'm gotta have with me. Now, I got 5 baits that I'm gonna take. I'm probably gonna take a lot more plastics, but I'll just jump into those real quick. Number 1 is gonna be a wacky rig, whether that's a little Ned style worm like this that rattles, or a traditional Senko. It's going. Next is a jig. I love fishing jigs. I have a ton of confidence in jigs. With or without a trailer, I just prefer trailers. As I got older, I started using trailers on them, and they've come a long way. When I said different styles, let's get into that real quick. So this tail, if you can see that, yeah, that's gonna kick a lot as it goes down. So as it goes down, it's gonna do a lot of this. It's gonna cause us disturbance. But you can take something like, well, I'll pull that one later. Let's grab one of these for now. Like a Berkley Sweet Weaver. It's gonna make a little bit. There's not as much. There's no kick into it. It's pretty just flat. So a little more subtle.
What are you doing?
One of these YouTube videos. I'm making my top 5
Oh, okay.
and what I would take to the pond.
Huh?
And what I would take to a pond. Then I would take one of these. It has a little kick, subtle kick. I would take these 3 combinations with any jig. Next is so old that most people don't even mess with it, but it's gonna be a Texas rig lizard. Whether that's a 1/4 ounce weight out in front, weightless, or 3/8, whatever you gotta do to get it where they are, that's what I'm doing. As well, I would throw any of those plastics that I showed you, the trailer, as a Texas rig too. But one that I'm a really big fan of now that is completely different than all of those is these Fresh City, the Bronco Bugs. they do something completely different. These are vertical. So when that comes down, instead of it being flat, it is more like clap. And I've caught a ton of fish on these this year after my buddy put me in. But Texas rig that, sweet beaver, whatever creature you got. If you gotta go up to, say that pond is real heavy, covered in mat and grass, you might have to put a half ounce, a big half ounce or 3/4 weight on there to get through. Next is going to be a frog. This one happens to be a Berkeley swamp lure, but whatever you got to work, whether that's, something like this or scum frog, or what else we got? A Berkeley popping perch. That's the fire one there. But with anything top water, gotta have frog. Next is going to be a buzzbait. And I have the Berkeley Sweet Beaver on there, and I do not have a skirt. So when I throw this will skip into those areas that I really want to get up into, just like the frog. And then I can work that back, and we gonna get on a bite. Yeah, that's my 5 and what I would take to a pond with. Hopefully this helps somebody.